Okay. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight, for taking time out of your busy schedule to spend this evening with me, this very special night. I want to read a little something so that you can kind of get an idea of what I mean when I say a list of heroes. My printer wasn't working too good today, so I have to kind of sort through things like this, so just bear with me. Feel free to take pictures and video if you like. Okay, November 5th, 2022. I would like to thank everyone for coming out this evening. I would like to thank you for taking precious time out of your day to be here with me and some of my heroes. Some of the heroes are in this room tonight. You could be at home watching the Astros or watching Back to the Future for you film buffs. Also, thank you for being here as I celebrate 59 years here on Earth. As I reflect on those years, thank you. Thank you. As I reflect on those years, there would be, if given the opportunity, to do some things differently. However, tonight is not one of them, as I am here in this room with you fine people, so thank you very much. In doing this project, I have learned many things, specifically the difference between an idol and a hero. An idol is a person who is loved, admired, and respected. For example, there are 12 men who have walked on the moon, and you may have heard their names, like Armstrong and Aldrin. And they've done some really and they have some really fascinating stories to tell. Like, oh yeah, you went to the moon. What was that like? However, there was one person whose group that I idolize, and you've never heard his name. His name is John Clay Scott. He is the only person to do what he did, and no other person will ever duplicate what he did. John is the stuntman who drove the DeLorean in Back to the Future. Imagine telling that story at parties. See that guy over there? He went to the moon and back. But that guy over there was a stuntman that drove the DeLorean in Back to the Future. So when people ask, if there's somebody living or dead that you would like to speak to, who would that be? Well, John Clay Scott would be one of them. The questions I would ask him. So now for you trivia buffs, what is the significance of today in Back to the Future? For a bottle of wine.
Oh, damn.
Laura gets the bottle of wine.
Share with me, please.
Now the answer to the question, if you remember the movie when Doc Brown first introduces Marty McFly to the time machine, he says, Marty, this is what makes time travel possible. See this clock? This is where you were, this is where you are, and this is where you're going. The date on that clock was November 5th, 1955. Some 68 years ago tonight. So, very good, Laura. Very, very, very good. Okay, well that's right. You knew the answer to begin with. So let me continue. Now, a hero, on the other hand, is a different concept, a paradigm shift in how we view others who have accomplished great things. As Joseph Campbell described in his book, A Hero with a Thousand Faces, he wrote, "A hero ventures forth from the world of common day into a region of supernatural wonder. Fabulous forces are there encountered, and a decisive victory is won. The hero comes back from this mysterious adventure with the power to bestow boons upon his fellow man. A separation from the world, a penetration to some source of power, and a life-enhancing return." In my universe of La Loteria, I'm going to read just a small story so that you can kind of get the grasp of what I mean by a list of heroes. It is said that as La Dama and El Catrín were escaping their respective families, they passed this little artisan cantina called Forethought. From within, the most beautiful guitar music would echo forth out into the dark streets. It can be noted that this strumming was the work not of an amateur guitar player, but of a professional musician well versed in the classics. So beautiful were the sounds of El Musico's guitar that one patron mused, "Aye, maybe a similar story to the violin sonata in G minor." No one really knows El Musico's name. When asked, he merely says, "Giuseppe." He too, at an early age, and throughout his formative years, was often rebuked for his love of music by his father. "Rodrigo, there is not a woman to whom you have dedicated your thoughts?" Oh, look, I said his name. It was supposed to be a mystery, but anyway. Is there not a woman to whom you have dedicated your thoughts? Because remember, music is not a real job. When he could, he left his home and embarked on a path which for him was paved with musical notes. Therefore, when you see him on the streets, guitar in hand and sheet music under one arm, and most importantly, his gaze just beyond everyone around him, do not disturb him. Give him his space as he stares into space. He can hear something that we cannot. That's one of the backstories. So, let me go with my notes again. So, that being said, Joseph Campbell described a hero with 1,000 faces. Tonight, I would like to present to you 5 of those faces. So, right now, I will unveil the I hope I don't drop anything. Shit. Oops. Can somebody tear that off right there? The mic won't stretch. So, that being said, so this is my list, a partial list. If you scan the QR code at the bottom of each picture, you'll go to their individual story. Of course, this is my interpretation of what these people went through. The order is not random. If you see, starting off El Borracho at one time or the other, a lot of us have been in these dark places, a place we want to liberate ourselves from, and at some point we find the energy to do that, to fight our way out like the Valiente, and to one day transform into your La Dama, your Catherine, and one day sing your song. So that is the order. So, that being said, this is their theme song. Now feel free, drink and have some more tacos. I think there's some left. And enjoy yourselves. And then we'll cut the cake in a minute. Hold on. Oh, yes. Okay, we have the actors here. I see El Catrín. Could you please stand? Alfonso Aguirre. We have El Músico, JJ Fernandez. We have El Borracho, Tony Martinez. And did I miss anybody? La Dama should be here shortly when she... Is she here, you said? Where?
Fashionably late.
Oh, yes, she's fashionably late. However, her clothes are here. These are the actual clothes that she wore during the shoot, along with the shoes. And we have the outfit of El Catrín over there, and the hat worn by El Músico that is autographed. And also, oh, there she is. There is La Dama. Say hello. All right, everybody, so enjoy your wine, enjoy your tacos, and enjoy the rum balls. And I want to give a shout out to Teresa, the bartender. Yeah! I want to give a shout out to Hillary. I want to give a shout out to Hillary for doing the food. And a couple of other shout outs to all the family and friends that have supported me throughout the years, especially getting this done. So I want to thank y'all very much, and so let's just enjoy ourselves.